Hello friends, this is your Canvas Academy, myself Swarpanand. We have already discussed vector laws of addition, subtraction of vector. So guys, today is product of vectors. Guys, in physics, some scalar quantities obtained by the product of two vector quantities. Example work. W is equal to F S. F product S. F is force vector and S is displacement vector. So guys, work is product of two vector, but work itself is a scalar quantity. Actually, guys, in physics there are some scalar quantities which are obtained by the product of two vector. How? Example, work is a scalar quantities, but it is obtained by the product of force vector and S, or the displacement vector. And also there is some vector quantities which are obtained by the product of two vector, like linear velocity. Linear velocity is equal to omega r. Omega is the angular momentum and r is the radius vector. These two vectors multiply gives another vector. So therefore we need two types of product in vector. So guys, you became clear that physics needs two vector product. One is scalar product and another is vector product. That means the product of two vector which gives scalar quantity is called scalar product. This is denoted by a dot. The cross sign, or generally we use 3 cross 5, that is equal to 15. 3 into 5. When we multiply two digit, we put a cross sign for denotation of multiplication, that is equal to 15. But here we put a dot sign for denotation of multiplication. This is called, that's why this is called dot product. It gives always a scalar quantity. But in vector product, two vectors multiplied with each other and gives a vector, another vector, and this multiplication denoted by the cross, so it is called cross product. As it gives always a vector quantity, so it also called vector product. Today guys, we discuss about the dot product. Let's digit dot product. Or called as scalar product. What is the definition of dot product? The dot product of two vector is defined as multiplication of their magnitude with cosine of angle between the two vector. That is dot product two vectors is defined as the multiplication of magnitude of their magnitude with the cosine of smaller angle between them. Let's see what the definition says. It is a vector and another vector B. The angle between the two vector is always the smaller angle. This angle is not permissible. We take when we find the angle between two vector, we always take the smaller angle. Let this is theta. He said that the dot product of two vector is equal to their magnitude, multiplication of magnitude with their cosine of the smaller angle between them. Smaller angle is theta, so cos theta. If we express the definition in the form of mathematics, we can write this instead of this definition. Let's see its geometrical representation or its geometrical interpretation. Geometrical interpretation. Let me draw a perpendicular from head of B to A. Let me name the triangle, let P, Q, R, and we draw another perpendicular from the head of A to the B, and let me name this S and T. In triangle PQR, cos theta is equal to B by PR. B by H, that is PQ by PR. PQ by PR. Cos theta is equal to PQ. What is PQ? PQ is what is PQ? PQ by PR. PQ by PR. PR is PQ, but PR is B. If PQ then PQ is equal to B cos theta. B cos theta. Then if I put this value in the formula, A dot B is equal to, that is A B cos theta. Magnitude of B also write as B, only B cos theta, and A dot B cos theta can be written as P Q. A PQ. What is PQ? What is PQ? PQ is the component of B along A. PQ is the component of B cos theta. This is B cos theta. This is also A cos theta. This is the component. PQ is the component of B along P. PQ is component of B along A, or along direction of A, or along A, simply we call. Again, if we take PST triangle in PS in triangle PST, cos theta is equal to B by PST. Cos theta is equal to B by H. B by H. PST B by H. That is B PS by PT. Then cos theta is equal to PT PS by PT. PT is A. So PS is equal to A cos theta, or A cos theta. PS is equal to A cos theta. If I change slightly, let A dot B is equal to B into A cos theta, I can write, because these are two magnitude only, this is not vector. So if we change magnitude, that means two number can be changed. So B into A cos theta is equal to PS. Here PS is component of A along B. What is PS? PS is component of A, perpendicular. We draw from perpendicular from the head of A to the B. So this is PS. PS is the component of, it is also vector. PS is component of A along B. Component of A along B. Guys, this two equation tells us that we can also define the dot product in another way. What is this way? Now the dot product of two vector is equal to the magnitude of multiplication of magnitude of one vector with the component of another vector along the direction of first vector. Let's write another definition. dot product of two vector is equal to the multiplication of one vector multiplication of magnitude of one vector with the component of an other vector along the direction of first vector. This is the geometrical interpretation of dot product. Guys, next we discuss the properties of dot product. The properties of, let me please take a screenshot. I am going to erase. Properties of dot product. Of dot product. First property is dot product is commutative. Dot product is commutative. That is, if we change the sequence of the product of two vector, the resultant do not change. The resultant does not change. A cross A dot B is equal to B dot A. That means A dot B is equal to, according to the definition, A B cos theta and B dot A will B A cos theta. Guys, A B cos theta and B A cos theta both are same. So there is no change in the result. So dot product is commutative. Next, dot product is distributive. Dot product is distributive. Dot product is distributive. What is distributive? Now let A dot enclose B plus C is equal to A cross A dot B plus A dot C. This is the commutative law. Sorry, this is the distributive law. The dot product is distributed here. Number third property is, if alpha A dot beta B is equal to alpha beta into A dot B. That means if we increase A by alpha and B by beta, then the total resultant will be increased by, the total product will be increased by alpha beta times. Guys, let's take an example. A cross B without example, that alpha dot A, I take LHS alpha dot A into beta dot B, alpha A dot beta B is equal to, according to definition, alpha A into beta B into cos theta. That alpha beta AB cos theta, alpha into beta AB cos theta will be A dot B. It is A dot B. That means we will find that A dot B. Guys, take an example. Let 3A dot for B, then the resultant will be 3 4 12 A dot B. Next, the fourth property is condition of perpendicularity. Condition of perpendicularity. What is condition of perpendicularity? If the dot product of two vectors is 0, then these two vectors are perpendicular to each other. That means if A dot B is equal 0, then A perpendicular to B. How we prove? Let's see. A dot B, given that A dot B is equal to 0, that means AB cos theta will be 0, cos theta will be 0, AB 0 by AB is equal to 0, so theta is equal to 90 degree, cos theta 0, that means theta is equal to 90 degree. We prove. Next, collinearity. Condition of collinearity. Condition of collinearity. What is condition of collinearity? If the dot product of two vectors is equal to the product of their magnitude plus or minus of their magnitude, then it is called, these two vectors are collinear. Guys, that means if A dot B is equal to plus or minus AB, then the two, then said to be that A and B are collinear vector. Collinear vectors. Guys, when we say two vector is collinear, the two condition is there. One is when both the vector are in same direction or both the vector are in opposite direction. We call these two vector are collinear vectors. Collinear means along the one line. Vector A and B both along the one line. That means in the same direction. It may be A and B both in same direction, or A or B both in opposite direction. A or B both in opposite direction. These are along one line. So these are called collinear vectors. Collinear vectors are two types. One is parallel vector and another is antiparallel vector. So when A plus B is parallel, when A dot B is plus AB is parallel vector, how we prove? A dot B is equal to AB. That means AB cos theta is equal to AB. Cos theta is equal to 1. AB by AB. Cos theta is equal to 1. And theta is equal to 0 degree. That means the two vectors are in same direction. B coincide with A are in same direction. These are parallel vectors. Parallel vectors are in same direction. A and B are in same direction. So these are parallel vectors. Where A dot B is equal to minus AB, then AB cos theta is equal to minus AB. That means cos theta is equal to minus 1. Minus AB by AB equal to minus 1. So theta is equal to 180 degree. That means theta is equal to 180 degree. These are anti-parallel vector, exactly opposite to each other. Anti-parallel parallel vectors. Anti-parallel vectors. Guys, actually, if we ask, sir, how can we take the dot product of three vectors? How can we find the dot product of three vectors? Actually, guys, we can also find the dot product of three vectors. This is called STP, scalar triple product. Scalar triple product, STP. This is called STP. Let A dot B, let's see. This is called STP. STP, that means scalar triple product. In this case, actually the geometrical representation of dot product of three vectors is a parallelopipe. What is parallelopipe? The 3D structure of parallelogram. Parallelogram is 2D structure. It has only length and breadth, but parallelopipe has 3D structure. It has length, breadth and height. This length and breadth and height are represented by the three vector A, B and C. So let me draw a structure. This is a parallelopipe. Let this side is A vector represented by A vector, and this is represented by B, and this is represented by C vector. So the dot product of ABC is equal to the volume of the parallelopipe. The dot product of A, B and C vector is equal to the volume of the parallelopipe. This was, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.